Good morning and welcome to my first ever flight review. Yes, I'm holding the mic very close to my mouth because it's extremely loud. I'm flying from London Heathrow to JKIA, Nairobi, Kenya. So I moved from Kenya to Scotland last year. So it's been 9 months since I've been to Kenya. So yeah, this is good. We were supposed to take off at 9:45 a.m., but it's like I don't know, 10:20. So yeah, it's late. There's bad weather and also they had to sort issues with the bags. I mean, every time I've flown from London Heathrow to Nairobi, we have never been early, we've never left early. So it would have been surprising if we did for the first time. But again, they always kind of make up the time. So by the time we get to Nairobi, it's usually like 9 p.m. So yeah, that's a good time. This will be a good time maybe to explain this trip. So this trip started yesterday. So we left Scotland. I was working till like 5 p.m. Left work, got ready, then went to Edinburgh Airport, and then we took the first flight from Edinburgh Airport to London Heathrow. So that's a short flight. It's only like 1 hour 20 minutes. There was a delay, of course, but only for like 15 minutes. But then, since that was late, we got a hotel, an Ibis, which is not far from the airport. So that's where we spent the night, and then from there, today morning, left the hotel like what, maybe 7:15 a.m. Took an Uber back to the airport, and here we are. So yeah, not that interesting. And I'll be in Kenya for the next 2 weeks, and then we'll be flying back to the UK, but using economy premium. So I've never tried that. So if I do that, then it means I've tried all the different seats in British Airways, which will be the economy, my favorite, and then the premium economy, which I haven't tried but will be trying, and now this business class, which this is exquisite. It's top notch, which obviously it's my first ever business class, so everything is new to me. I think there's a statement that usually says business class ruins your travel experience, because once you start doing it, it's the only thing you really want to do. I'm seated in seat 11K, so I will just show what the cabin looks like. I will show a picture of what the plane cabin looks like. But I'm surprised how full the plane is. Usually whenever I go to Kenya from London, the plane tends to be quite empty. Anyway, let me show you around. I know I'm a complete noob when it comes to airlines or planes in general, because it took me forever just trying to find out how to release these tables. So it's written table release, which you can see. But then for whatever reason, I thought what I need to do is to move that like that and then pull it, but that's not the way you do it. There's a latch down here which you're supposed to press. Oh wait, where is it? Yeah, I still don't know how to do it. Oh, finally, there it goes. And it's a very well sized table, so I'm glad I've managed to do that. And it locks. That's good if you want it to move further. So okay, that's where it locks, and then you can push it all the way back, and that doesn't look right. I think it's supposed to lie flush. Oh no, it's fine. So yeah, figured out one thing. Okay, they finished loading the luggage into the plane. There was an issue with the automatic loader, so they had to do it manually. But there's weather restrictions above Italy. So yeah, we'll see how that will pan out later on. Yeah, I guess we will be moving shortly, but before we do that, let me show you all the different compartments that I have seen so far, because I've tried to fiddle around with so many things. Okay, let's start with this one. On the positive side, I can say design-wise it's good, because when you see any of these shiny things, it means it's a button that you can just click and it will pop up. So let me move the microphone. So if you click that, it pops up, and there is some storage space. You can put just tiny things, nothing huge. And then if you click on that one, that's the amini kit, which we will look at later. And then there's a bottle of water, so quite convenient. I think that's a reading light. I actually have no idea. Oh yeah, it is. It is a reading light. And then on this other side, there's another compartment which has the remote to control the TV. There's a power socket there with a USB, and then there's another USB this side, but there's no Type C. I haven't seen any Type C port. But yeah, I have my plug, which I'm hoping I'll be using it later. Other than that, so those are the only compartments that I've seen. And then down here, there's also like space where you can put more random things in here. And I mean, look at that legroom. That is just spacious. I don't know what my height is. Maybe like 5'11". I have no idea. I've never measured. But yeah, this is more than enough legroom for me. And the seats adjust. And there's a sliding door here, which we will close when we take off. So since we haven't taken off, we can't do that. And I can see all these tiny compartments. Like, it's very nice even if you're on the middle section. It means both of you still have access to the aisle. And there's a divider at the middle. So let's say you're chatting and you're like, oh, I'm bored talking to this person, you can just close it. And there's laboratories there, which I will check out later. But yeah, I mean, very nice cabin. And for the first time, I can say there's a screen in a plane that I can actually watch a movie on, because I've always hated the screens in economy. I just prefer to listen to music. I don't know, they're just very low quality and very tiny. So maybe let me just click on that so that we can see what the quality is like. I mean, not the greatest. Oh, may no, that's the advert. So maybe the quality is better when it's the movie. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll watch that. I mean, if you're a person who is spoiled in looking at high quality screens, you will understand why it's hard to kind of like go back to watch a movie, especially if it's like a proper movie, like, I don't know, action movie, something like this, which is a racing movie. It's just hard to go back to like a terrible screen. If it's drama, like, I don't know, watching The Office or any movie, just people chatting, that's fine. You can do it in whatever screen, but yeah, I won't be watching this on here. And that is the view from the window. So basically, I have technically one, two. I can claim that. Now let's stick to two. Nice view. You can see all the planes. You can see that being loaded. And the weather is surprisingly very good here in Heathrow. The last 2-3 days it has just been raining constantly. So yeah, a nice change. When we got in the plane, the first thing they gave us was like either a champagne or a juice. I went for a juice. Then the attendants went around asking people what they want to eat. So I went for the fizz berry mocktail. And then for the food, I went for, let me see, I went for the starters. I chose the roasted red pepper soup. I have no idea how good or bad that will be. Then for the main course, I went for the suya spiced breast of British chicken. I like that they've written jollof rice, wilted spinach, and fried plantain, because yeah, jollof rice, that's very popular in Western Africa, and I'd say it's quite similar to what we eat in Kenya, which is pilau, which is popular. It's more of a Swahili dish, but yeah, you can find it pretty much in the entire country. Wilted spinach, I don't know what wilted is, but yeah, I know what spinach is. And yeah, fried plantain is always, you can eat fried plantain anytime, anywhere. And then for the dessert, I went for like a chocolate walnut and orange cake. Yeah, we will see how that turns out when they bring it once we take off. I think I'll go for something else much later. And I can see there's tea, so yeah, why not have tea? If you are into wines, they also have different wines. There's champagne and sparkling water. Oh, I also ordered just like normal water. I call it plain water. I don't know if that's the name. Because, well, when you're in business, it seems like everything has like a weird, unique name. So even the simplest things sound very businessy or prestigious. Yeah, that's the wines. I know nothing about wines. I know nothing about cocktails and spirits. But yeah, quite a lot of choices. I forgot to mention another thing, and that is these buttons here. So this is what controls the seat. So when you press that, that is the normal takeoff landing position. That will adjust it down, slightly down, like so I can feel it move, and that will make it lie flat. I don't think I have the confidence of doing that while people are still moving up and down, but maybe I will showcase it later. I feel like I feel like this is going to ruin my flying experience completely because this is like just too much luxury. I mean, look at how spacious this is. It's insane. It's crazy. Like, uh, I just want to recline the seat, but we're still in the airport. We haven't even taken off. I think they are waiting to be informed whether that bad weather over Italy is going to move or not. Because if it doesn't, probably they will need to use a different route. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let me not pretend to be knowledgeable about these things. Or maybe just one very, very, very tiny useless complaint is I have an armrest on this side, my right side, but there's no armrest on this side. So for whatever reason, I keep trying to do that, and my hand just goes like it's falling. But I think it makes sense because the seat is going to recline all the way down and be like a bed, so you don't need an armrest on the other side. But yeah, just I don't know, maybe habits. Small update. I've just been informed that the armrest actually goes up and down, the one that's on the left side. So because I saw a button, but I wasn't really sure what that button does. So let's try it. Look at that. And now I have an armrest. The one thing that I was complaining about. Yeah, I mean, I haven't researched anything on this plane. Like, I have zero idea. So, yeah, I just came in this 100% blank, not knowing what to expect. So, yeah, I didn't know the armrest goes up. I wonder what else I'll be able to discover during this 9 hour long flight. Okay, I'm bored, so let's go through the amenity kit. Nice bag. It's called the White Company London. Let's have a look what's inside. Okay, so they've just announced we'll have to wait again another 5 to 10 minutes because there's still restrictions flying over Italy because of the bad weather. Anyway, the amenity kit, that's what it looks like. Very nice. I've tried to open the zip and the zip won't open. I'm like, I always just have bad luck. Why would I get the mini kit that doesn't, that has a broken zip? But no, I'm just the dumb one who is not experienced with these things. There's like a small tag, like it's very tiny. I don't know. I'm guessing it's called a tag. I don't think you can see it, but it's stopping the zip from moving. So I have to cut it fast. Like the small tags which are on like jackets or whatever. So let me remove it then. Let's check out the amenity kit. I think that will count as part of my dinner. Yeah, that took forever. Again, the very, very small things. But yeah, let's check what's inside. And first things first, the White Londons, I don't know. I think it's like a manual, no idea. Oh, it's just something about the company. We have earplugs. Oh, that's nice. I'm going to keep these whenever I go to noisy places like clubs or whatever. I always try to put earplugs. But for most parts, I think I just use like my AirPods and then I put noise cancelling, which tends to be a good conversation starter in most places because people will be like, "What are you listening to?" Because you're in a club but you have your earphones on, and then I just tell them, "No, I just have this on to like cancel the noise around me," and they're like, "Oh, I should have thought of that." So yeah, that's a top tip right there. There is this Spa Relax Lavender Clary Sage and Peppermint Pulse Point. Yeah, I don't know what that is. There's another tube thing, and this is lip balm. I know what that is. I don't use it even though I keep saying I should start using it. Restore gentle moisturizer. Something I can use maybe. I'm like the typical African man. The only thing that goes on my body is Vaseline, and that's it. Um, Dental kit, so toothbrush, toothpaste, I've dropped it, and an eye mask. I've tried to use this before, but yeah, not for me. And that's everything inside the amenity kit. There's something that has like a strong smell. I think it's the lavender. I hope this audio is going to be audible because I have like the microphone right into my mouth. It sounds like I'm literally whispering. I don't think anyone that's seated, let's say even 10 meters from me could be able, no, not 10 meters, 1 meter away from me can hear what I'm saying. And yeah, the only other thing is the water. So there is supposed to be a self-serving bar. I think it's, I don't know where it is, but I will find it later and I will show it to you. But basically, you can go there and then you just get a few things like drinks and maybe I think a few snacks. And we're finally pushing back.
Oxygen will be provided. A mask here automatically. If you're wearing a
your seat area. This includes brace positions.
This is the brace position. And never change.
The safety briefing is over. Now we're just waiting to take off. The weather looks like it's changing. Let me show you. Yeah, it looks like it's getting more cloudy. Yeah, the UK weather is the weirdest weather ever. I now totally understand why people complain about it. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be much longer before we take off because there's like 4 planes in front of us. So meanwhile, there's the pillow, which is quite comfortable, and then that's my bag. So we had like 4 bags, which we just checked in. They're going all through, and there's another bag down there, which I'm guessing has like bed amenities, so like a blanket. But we will check that later. And we are finally up in the air. It's 11:15 a.m. So that's what, maybe 1 hour 30 minutes late. Therefore, we'll obviously arrive, let's say 1 hour late. They'll probably try to make up time, but I don't think they can make up more than 1 hour. Time to wait for the meal, but then I think now we can check out the infotainment system. Whenever I'm flying, I think that is usually just my default page. I just like looking at that animation of the plane moving. I wish it was that 361 like I've seen in other planes. I think like Emirates. It always looks quite interactive. Let me click on this and see what it does. Yeah, nothing much. Yeah, let's see what they have. So estimated arrival time 9:23 p.m. Yeah, that's 1 hour late. Let's check out the entertainment. That's where the movies are. The Beekeeper, I keep saying I'll watch that. I just don't have the time yet. Yeah, a lot of movies, TV shows. I don't know if it's my thumb or if the screen is not that sensitive, but I have to press it, I think, 3 or 4 times before it can register. Oh, I've been thinking of watching Halo. So there's that. Yeah. Good selection, not bad. Audio. See, I keep pressing it several times. Maybe I'm just not patient. Okay. Oh, that's good. some retro Afro house, Afro beats, different genres. Yeah, quite a good selection. And then there's games, Angry Birds. I've seen Monopoly and I saw Sudoku. I like Sudoku. I don't know how to play UNO or Uno. I should learn that because I keep seeing memes about it. Who wants to be a millionaire trivia? Maybe I'll try that. I mean, I have 8 hours to waste. That is kids section. Yeah, not bad. I do like the quality of the screen. It's not bad. It's way better than the economy that I'm used to. It's quite bright, considering outside it's also very bright. Yeah, see, it's handling the brightness very well. But yeah, I'll leave it at, yeah, that's a bit frustrating. I'll leave it at the map that shows the plane moving. And here's the remote, so in case you just want to control it, which is maybe what I should do, because it will be more convenient. I can use the remote, pop it out, but it has a cord, so yeah. I mean, the quality on the remote is also quite nice, so I can control it from here and do all the things. Same issue with the lag. Yeah, I don't have the patience for that, to be honest, so I'll just leave that popped in there. Oh, here's some headphones. I don't know if I showed these. I'll maybe try them to see, just to have a feel of how they sound. There's some things that I just don't compromise. Audio is one of them, and screen quality is the second one. It's not like I want like the extreme perfect pixel, 4K resolution, but for this screen, I think if the movie itself was proper 1080p or let's say 4K, I'd appreciate it more. So it even has less to do with the screen, but rather the quality of the movie itself. It just looks like I'm watching a 480p video on YouTube. The only thing left to review will be the beddings. So it's in the bag that I'm looking at, and I think that will be everything inside this cabin. Just another small annoyance I've had, but I'm sure it's my fault, is my power adapter is not working. So it says 110 volts, but I thought this is maybe like 100 to 240. I forgot what I ordered. That's the mocktail, the fizzberry. So here's the description. A delightful mix of cranberry juice with Indian tonic water, served with ice and a slice. Let's try it. It's alright. That is my review. It's alright. It's not great, it's not bad, it's fine. It's actually refreshing, so that's good. Let's try the salted rosemary snack mix. So what's in it? A mix of cashews, almonds and chickpeas, blended with rosemary and salt. I like these nuts. Come on, you saw it coming. I'd say when you pair them together, it makes the juice better. Yeah, I like it. Out of 10, I'll give it a 4 out of 10. Even though I love nuts. This might maybe be the best description of a town. The Zambian capital wasn't made for tourists, which is precisely what makes its monuments, restaurants and bustling markets so intriguing. Yeah, that is one of the best descriptions I've seen to market a place. Considering nowadays everyone is like, oh, you should not go to touristy places, go to like hidden parts or whatever they call it. Yeah, that's a good description. Let me find the one for Nairobi. Growing and showing no sense of stopping, Nairobi's buzzing concrete jungle hides excellent restaurants and exciting nightlife opportunities. To be frank, Nairobi's nightlife is one of the greatest. It's an experience on its own. You should try it. National Park. Yeah, Nairobi National Park is definitely one of my favorite national parks in Kenya because it's very close to the city and it has this contrast of the city and then like you're inside a park with wildlife. Okay, I need to pee urgently, so let's go check out the bathroom. And here I am inside the loo. That's me. Now let's check out the beddings because I'm hungry and that food is not taking forever. It also has a plastic tag, but good thing because of the color this is more visible. I won't need to struggle with it for very long. I wonder if I can carry this and take home with me. Is it allowed or they recycle them? But I'm guessing that's like a bed cover, bed sheet thing. So the top one and the bottom one is the blanket. So for this flight I think I'll just use the blanket. Maybe at some point I will try to sleep for maybe an hour or two. Yeah, nice packaging. I always appreciate good packaging. And also the power now works. I misspoke. They had just not turned it on, so everything is now perfect. Thank you. Sorry? Not looking for now. Yeah, thank you. Oh, that looks very, very, very delicious. Let me show you. So I think that's the soup. I don't know what the other things are apart from I know what bread is. So the starter is roasted red pepper soup with herb croutons. So it's written marinated beetroot and Granny Smith apples, whipped goat's curd. So I'm guessing that's what the rest is. Anyway, time to try it. The texture on this bread is very nice. There's usually a saying that you cannot judge how good food is if you're hungry, so I'm going to reserve my judgment for now because I'm hungry. Let me enjoy this for a while and then I will come back with my verdict. Although I can see cheese, I'm not a fan of cheese. Yes. There's some salad dressing. I won't be using that. I always like my salad plain and boring. I've changed my mind. Let's try the salad dressing. And I've put too much of that dressing, so yeah, I've ruined it. It was much better without it. Good thing I didn't put like spread it all over the place. I'll give that starter an overall score of 6 out of 10. I really like the soup. The soup was good and the bread was good. Yeah, 6 out of 10. I think that's a fair judgment of it. So some water and then let's wait for the main course. whatever reason we reach the ground and I'm dead. That is the jollof rice. Looks sumptuous, looks delicious. I just realized I was talking to myself while eating the food, but yeah, that jollof rice was a solid 9 out of 10. So that's my dessert ready. It's what is it called? I've even forgotten. Chocolate, walnut, and orange cake, chocolate sauce, and then I have some English tea. Now, when they mentioned the tea, I was like, do I want it with milk? Because I don't like how the British make their tea, where it's just tea and then they pour a bit of milk on it. I think it's one of the most vile things ever created. If you're going to make tea, mix it with the milk, boil it together, add at least some masala or cardamom on it, and then sugar, and then serve it. You don't make black tea and then add milk on it. Fight me on the comments if you think otherwise. But yeah, like I said, I was talking to myself the entire time while eating the jollof. I even forgot to turn off the microphone. That was a solid 9 out of 10. I can have that 3-4 times a week and I won't complain. It was very good. The plantain is the only reason why I'm ducking points out of it, because it's not like the way I'd say maybe Kenyans will make it. For us, I think we ruin it. We tend to deep fry it a lot, which gives it this brownish texture. But the way it was made, it was more like preserved. It looked more of a banana. But that jollof was very, very good. Yes. So let's have these. What's it called? Let's have this dessert, and there's the tea. Because yeah, I didn't want them. I wasn't sure how they were going to make the tea, and I didn't want to take chances with them adding just like 2 drops of milk in it and ruining it. Okay, time for the first bite. Yeah, it's good. Honestly speaking, do you think there's any sugary thing that doesn't taste good? Most of them taste good, unless it has like too much sugar, then it's extreme and you're like, nah, that's terrible. But anything with sugar it's good. So that's what I think of this dessert. It's good. Since it's too sugary, I won't even add any sugar in the tea. So I'll have this, and that will be the end of the eating for now. Until later, maybe I'll get more water and the Heineken lager that is 0% alcohol, just to try it out. Or maybe I'll get that in the bar when I go to the bar. Yeah, I'm still gutted that I wasn't even recording for like 15 minutes when I was just talking about that food. But yeah, that was good food, quintessential, sumptuous, all those words. It was proper. Yeah, I'd say the highlight of this trip so far has been that rice. I will sing praises for that rice for the rest of my days. If you ever try it, be sure to find me on Instagram at Ninaform KE and tell me you also agree with me that was one of the greatest rice to ever riced. I also said they provided salt and pepper, which I realized much later. And if I saw anyone put salt and pepper on top of that food, I will literally go and punch them on the throat, because that's ruining good food. Some things you just leave them to be the way they are. It's perfection. So a solid 9 out of 10, like I'd said. Time to destination, according to this map thing, 6 hours 28 minutes. So yeah, we still have a lot more sitting to do. No, I'm okay for now. Yeah.
Would you like some more water?
Yeah, yes, please. Thank you. It's time to recline. I think my shoes will fit under the chair. So I can use that pillow as a leg rest. Yeah, I don't think I need to recline it all the way to lie flat, but oh. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing because I'm pressing it, it's going all the way down and then it's going back up again. So let me just press it like I'm pressing beats. Okay, I think that's the farthest. Yeah, that's probably the farthest it can go. If I push it further than that, it's going to go up. Let me just confirm. Oh, now it's working. Now it's going all the way flat. I will now close the door. And now I'm technically in my own little private cabin. Now I understand why people like doing this for long flights, especially if it's at night. I can imagine it helps you to adjust to the next time zone quite quickly compared to if you're seated in economy. And that is everything I think so far inside this cabin. I don't think there's anything I've missed out on. There's actually quite a bit of space under the chair now that I've adjusted it, so I can put like shoes down there. Yeah, it's enough space to put shoes, and even my bag I think can go down there if I wanted to, but I don't think it's necessary. Look at how big this legroom is. I think even very tall people will find this very comfortable, unless you're like shark, which if you're shark then you're probably just flying private. But yeah, this is very good legroom, the best legroom I've ever had in any mode of transport ever. Let me try to make it go all the way flat. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing, but every time, if I hold it for too long, it goes down and then it starts coming back up. So I have to do it in very short taps. This is a bit awkward. Making this entire video has been awkward for me. Yeah, that's all the way flat. Quite nice actually. I mean, I've slept in one of the worst places ever. I've slept in a Kenyan cell on the floor for like 2 nights. So anything other than that is luxury for me. I didn't do anything wrong. I was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, and then there was like a misunderstanding. I'm a side sleeper, so if I sleep like that, I'm sure I can do 8 hours of sleep here. This is so bizarre. Let me find the pillow. Oh, that's a perfect position. And we are back to flat. And I will catch you guys later if I find something else to talk about. We are back to a bit more turbulence. So I'm having a look at the Wi-Fi packages. Oh, look at that. The free Wi-Fi is connected. Oh, wow. So it shows free messaging is active, but I don't think I can do other things. So maybe only things like, I'm guessing, WhatsApp or iMessages. I have no idea. Or maybe Gmail. Okay, let's find the hole. That's what she said. I've tried the headphones. I've tried different types of music. I've tried some lofi hip hop. I've tried some like jazz thing. I've tried some Afro beats, and now I was just trying it with the beekeeper movie, and I mean, for what it is, they're okay. You have to put the volume like very loud for you to hear it clearly. They have very good surround, I'll give that to them, but everything else just feels like muddied. The bass is very low, the mid-range is non-existent. So I mean, if you have other headphones, then just use other headphones. But like if you don't have, or you didn't carry any, then it will do you for a flight. I'll just keep them away, I won't be using them. Like I had said before, this is my first time ever to fly business, so if this video sounds disjointed, it's because I'm discovering things along the way, so here is something new that I didn't know. You see this screen, I didn't know you could even touch it. For whatever reason, I just thought all the controls are on the right, but if you touch it, you can do like fine adjustments of the seat. So let's start with the lights. So you can see the light is currently very bright, but if you tap that, then it does reduce the brightness or switch it off. Then also on the seats, you can do fine adjustments. So for example, I can decide that I just want the back to be up, but then I just want the leg, I don't know how to describe it, the leg rest either to be higher or lower, so I don't have to lie it flat. So you can do more fine-tuning. If you press that, again it just goes back to being flat. So yeah, one more thing that we've learned. Now my only fear of all these compartments is I feel like it's very easy for someone to forget things, because you put things in different compartments. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 under the seat, maybe 5. So you put different things in all these different areas, and if you like live in a rush, I think you can very easily forget tiny things like cables and whatnot. So maybe 1 hour before we arrive, that will be my time to just clear out everything. Otherwise, I'm terrible with forgetting things. We have officially crossed over to Africa, the world's greatest continent, if you don't watch the news. So to celebrate crossing over to Africa, I actually always know we've crossed over to Africa because there's always turbulence. So I'm sure there is a geographical answer to why that is the case, but we are above the Sahara Desert. Look at how the gradient has changed from blue to orange. So I mean, we always make fun of Netflix, but I think they were kinda right about this because we're above the desert and it just looks teal orange, but then when you cross over back to Europe, it's blue. So to celebrate crossing over to the world's greatest continent, let's go check out the snack bar and see what we can find. I already saw where it is when I went to the loo for the third time because I'm drinking so much water, and I saw a few juice and stuff, so let's go and check it out. Let me just grab one thing.
Please help yourself. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Just be careful with the seatbelt signs.
No worries.
But if you need anything also, I can bring it to your seat too.
Okay.
If you can't see anything, then I can make it for you too.
Just
do you want it as it is, or do you want some fizzy water in there too?
no, just as it is. Okay, I don't think I'll be getting up again because when I went to the snack bar, I was told we'll probably have turbulence for much longer. So we still have to keep our seatbelts on, and they're trying to restrict movement. So this is what I got from the snack bar. I think I was panicking, so I just grabbed random things. I don't know what that is. Delicious sweet and salty popcorn. Oh, okay, I know what popcorn is. And salted crisps. I think this is my favorite crisps that are found in the UK. I do like them. And then I also got some juice, which maybe because of my accent I had to say like juice. I usually say juice, but I think in the UK you'll say juice, something like that. So that was a bit back and forth, me saying juice, and it's like, what? Juice? It's like juice, yeah. But finally we were able to understand each other. But yeah, that's everything from the snack bar to celebrate crossing over to the greatest continent. See, this is the problem of moving. Now I've forgotten the perfect position that I was in, because now I just keep trying to adjust it, and I'm like, I should have just left it how it was. So I mean, humans, we never stop complaining, do we? Let's try the popcorns. The popcorn is nice, and I know what this tastes like. I like this. So if you're a person from Europe, here is another controversial thing that I'm going to say in this video. You guys don't know what real fruits taste like. You just have no idea. So there's not a single juice that I've had in the UK or the few European countries I've been to, which is only like 2, I think, or 3. There's not a single fruit juice that I've tasted that I've thought I'd want to taste it again. All of them are just terrible. So if you've never been to Africa, I'd imagine maybe Latin America will also have good fruit juice, or what's it called, Asia. I mean, it's just geography, so I understand why you wouldn't have proper fruit juice or proper fruits. But yeah, like this tastes like it's supposed to be oranges, but to me it just tastes like citrus with sugar. So you can imagine. So yeah, that is my marketing for Kenya and other parts of Africa. Come and taste real fruits. Now I should try to sleep, because I feel like that is the one thing I should do in these opulence that I'm in. According to the map, it says 4 hours to the destination. It looks like we are making an interesting approach to Kenya. So I think because of the Sudan issue, the Sudan airspace is still not accessible. They'll probably go around and enter through Ethiopia. So the plane will go down the Red Sea, I think that's what it's called, and then from Ethiopia come down to Kenya. Because previously what they were doing is they went through Libya, so they will go around Libya, Chad, the other way around. But I think there's also a bit of conflict in Chad, therefore they're just avoiding those 2 airspaces, Chad and Sudan. I think it does add maybe 30-40 minutes duration on the flight. But yeah, that looks like what the approach is going to be currently. Two hours 10 minutes to go. I've tried my best to sleep, but yeah, I just can't sleep. We are currently flying over Eritrea. I'm disappointed we are not flying over Djibouti, so maybe another time. It's a very popular destination for people who like water activities, like scuba diving, and yeah, it's full of like military camps. So that's a random story about Djibouti. Anyway, we're waiting for the final food session, and then I will give my final thoughts on this ride. I honestly didn't even hear what the attendant said they're serving. I was just like, give me the first one, because I heard it has beef. Thank you. There it is. And there it is. It's a sandwich, whatever that is, black tea, the bread that I liked from the first meal, and whatever that is, and spoons and stuff. Yeah, it's a beef sandwich. It's alright. Not bad, not good. I can give this a rating early on and say 5 out of 10. Now I'm going to try this next. I like the presentation. I don't even know how to eat it. Should I just use my hands or should I use like a fork? It's very cold, so I've decided to just use my hands, and I think it tastes like burnt kills. One thing I've come to learn from living in the UK is my mouth is not trained to eat cold food, like very cold food. So that was very cold, so I honestly can't even say what it tastes like. Like, I know there was a bit of salad in it, but that is all I can think of. Maybe my teeth are just too sensitive, so it just like shuts down all my taste buds. So for that I will give it a 2 out of 10 because I honestly have no idea what it is. But yeah, I'm correct to say the green part tastes like burnt kales. So if you're a fan of kales, just try to imagine it overcooked. That's what it tastes like. But this one is fine. Up next is the dessert. That is butter. I won't use it. Let's dive into this. I will give that dessert a 7 out of 10. That was good. Not too sweet, also not bitter, so just the sweet spot of what I like. I do like this bread. I think I can have this every day in the morning for breakfast. Just that and tea. But making tea my way, not this plain one. But yeah, I can have that every day. I still have this paper from the popcorn, so I'm thinking of carrying the rest of this bread. I'll put it inside here, and that will be my breakfast for tomorrow. That makes me think of the TikTok meme. If you continue to give temporary solutions to the poorest of the poor, let's see if it's going to fit. I'm sure I'll find a supermarket that is still open, but yeah, I don't know how I'll feel. Maybe once we land, that's when I'll start feeling tired and I won't be interested in even like going to a shop or whatever. Now I need to go use the bathroom again. I think today I will have used the bathroom maybe 6 times. Yep, 1 hour to go for us to arrive, so we are probably somewhere above Ethiopia or maybe close to Kenya. Let's have a look. So we've just passed Addis Ababa, which is the capital city of Ethiopia. So 1 hour to go, and let's conclude this video. Well, the camera is still pointing this direction. I don't know which airline I saw that has like a cabin here. So basically you can put like a luggage in there. Obviously not this one, but that will be interesting. So to conclude, like I said, this is my first time ever to fly business, and I mean I have nothing to compare it with, let's be honest. So I'm going to just give it a 10 out of 10. I can't find any fault. This has just been great. The food I'm not a huge person of food, even though I can eat anything. Give me anything to eat as long as it's edible, I will eat it. But I was honestly very, very surprised, especially with that rice dish. That was seriously top tier. Like, I'm not even West African, but that was very good. The service was good. The air hostesses, or basically everyone, all the attendants were very helpful whenever you need anything, or whenever you clearly look like you don't know what you're doing. They will just like simply help you without making you feel like you don't know what you're doing. So yeah, it has been a very, very good experience. I don't know when I'll ever do it again. I can honestly see the appeal of business class. Like, I just feel like I was seated in the house, lounging the whole day, not doing anything much, or seated in my office just working. My body doesn't feel tired. I don't feel like I was traveling. So yeah, I get the appeal of it. I see why people do it. Will I do it again? Yeah, of course. I mean, if I can afford it, why not? But I think any flight that is shorter than 3 hours, personally, I don't think it's worth flying business, because or maybe I have the African mindset, because flights in Africa are extremely expensive compared to other regions. So maybe if it's in Europe, maybe that's fine. Or if you are connecting, let's say, from one country to another, then to another, so that might be okay. But yeah, any flight shorter than 3 hours, I think economy is fine, or maybe premium economy. But anything longer than 6 hours, to be honest, or even 5 hours, yeah, I mean, if you can afford doing business, it's obviously, I'm not like a professional, but just trying it now, I feel like that should be the only way. Yeah, even though it's not really practical every time. When we reach Nairobi, we will be landing at JKIA, so that's Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, which recently, according to Jeremy Clarkson, he said it's the stupidest airport in Africa, which, to be honest, I agree with him. Like, there are things in that airport which you're just like, why? It's not even like a case of that's bad or that's good. You're just like, why? What's the point? And maybe that's why he said it's the stupidest airport, even though there were people who are saying like, oh, the Lagos one is terrible. So everyone from every other country were trying to compete on saying how their airport is terrible. But yeah, JKIA it's a weird one. Whether it's domestic flight or it's international, I mean, there will just always be something that leaves you wondering, why is that the case? So yeah, it will be interesting to go through there and see how it goes. But yeah, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe. I do videos around everything that I think is maybe a good story. So yeah, be sure to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Ninaform KE, and I will see you next time. Now I just need to start removing everything from all these different compartments and putting them in my bag, because there's a very high chance of forgetting things with all these different compartments.